Welcome back to the CMChat. My name is Lindsay, and I'm going to introduce my peoples at my table. Introduce yourself.
Why I gotta go first? Can you go first?
Hi, I'm Dove.
I'm Warren.
Can you guys introduce yourselves?
My name's Burger because I got the patty.
I'm Cynthia.
Giovanni. I'm Chuck.
Okay, so guys, today our topics will be on T.I.'s situation with his daughter and her virginity. Another topic we're going to talk about is social media and relationships. And last but not least, the life of adulthood versus a college student. So, starting with our first topic, guys, how do you guys feel about the T.I. situation with his daughter?
Please elaborate. I don't know.
She
All
said,
right, so pretty much there's this thing where T.I. had an interview about him going to the gynecologist with his daughter to go check her hymen to pretty much see if his daughter still is a virgin at the age of 18. How do you feel about that?
I don't know. That's just I don't know. Father being inquisitive about his
Ooh,
daughter's.
big word.
I don't think he should be in that topic because she's 18. She, feel me? That's not his place. That's not his role to do. She's 18.
I don't know.
That's true. He actually stated that he doesn't even do that with his sons.
I mean,
He encourages them to have sex, but he doesn't want that for his daughter.
yeah, that's just
Very
that's just how
hypocritical.
that's just how guys.
That's why he's not in a
are.
relationship.
Like if you have like a daughter, like somebody that's like that you're supposed to be protecting, and you know how guys are, bro. You don't want guys doing that.
You're
your
supposed to
daughter,
protect your
you feel
son
me?
too, but
Yeah,
okay.
but girls don't really manipulate men the way that men manipulate.
You
women.
don't know
And-
that.
And I'm a guy, so I shouldn't even be saying that, but that's a fact though. We know that.
So you mean
I don't do that, but guys do that. And
Can you
that's
talk
why-
more about that?
I just feel like there's a certain extent to being a father. I feel like when a female goes to a gynecologist, yes, that is a daddy role to protect your daughter, but I feel like that's a mother's position due to the fact that yes, there's going to be present fathers. There's such thing as present fathers, and I respect him for being a present father, but there is certain limits, and especially like as a female myself, I wouldn't I would want my dad to know if I'm well, but like knowing I'm a virgin and stuff, I'll speak more on that stuff
You
with
say
my
you're a
mom
virgin?
more than my dad because my mom would be more understanding than my father would.
Oh,
Right.
talk about it.
I just want to
Okay.
say, like, because Ti is in the media, we gotta respect a little bit. Not like I'm agreeing with him, but he is a father. That is his daughter. Their relationship is private, but it's also in the media. So people are gonna put their input in. But regardless, I feel like he doesn't kind of care about what everyone has to say because that is his daughter. And if
Pretty
she's
much.
agreeing to having him there at the appointment, being that she's 18, she has the right to say no. The fact that she's still allowing him to come and have that relationship with him, her, and the gynecologist is just that's their business. You know what I'm saying? So, like, I disagree with the fact that he's kind of invading her privacy at that age, but I feel like she also has a responsibility to say, "Dad, listen, I'm grown. I'm a woman. Like, I'm 18 now. If I want to go to the gyno, I feel like you should respect my womanhood and not intervene with that. Like, you shouldn't have a say on that anymore.
I don't
Being
think
a
that
f-
would work.
I mean, no, but like being a female,
Not
it's
with T.I.
difficult.
because
Yeah,
you never.
T.I. is
He
nice.
did an interview with his, like some other interview where he says, but he's talking about his grown wife and saying that how he owns, like her parts. So you
Mhm.
think that T.I.'s daughter, we can call her daughter, we don't know her name, but this 18-year girl, if she says no to him, like you think that's gonna work out in her favor with her
I
lifestyle?
mean,
Like, what if he kicks her out of the house?
I guess
I doubt that would
what you're
happen.
saying. I understand
It's
It's
what you're
true with
saying.
him, but it's still the principle. He could cut her off from like.
I think
Support.
Ti did this just for show because he's not on social media and stuff like that. To be honest,
Honestly, I feel like, but if you guys listen to the
Sure.
interview himself, he doesn't really say he's in the room while his daughter's legs is open. He pretty much sits in the waiting room, tells the gynecologist, "All right, give me the results of my daughter to let me know if her hymen's still in check." It would be a difference if he was in the room while his daughter's legs was open.
Well, what's he gonna do if it comes
Yeah.
back and it's
Honestly,
not?
that's
If he
what
says
I
no?
was
That's
thinking.
more of the bigger
But
What's the
question.
I feel
answer?
like he
Huh?
wants to let his daughter know that don't give yourself away due to how men are. Because honestly, like y'all said, y'all know how manipulative men can get when it comes down to taking a female's virginity. Because females are very vulnerable if you really think about
That's
it.
a fact.
So, in that case, yes, he could be in his daughter's business. That's why I said. But there's also to an extent, like that's why I said that's pretty much like a mom's job, because the mom could be in the room present while that's happening. I would feel more comfortable if my mom came with me
Wait a
than
minute.
my dad.
Is she a
See,
virgin?
are you? It,
Nah.
it seems like you're assigning roles to father or mother. Something that a lot of y'all females try to break down. Like, let's get. Oh shoot, my music started. Like, y'all talking about some. Let's get rid of the roles, but you're assigning a role. A father could do that. You don't know the relationship between the father and the daughter. Maybe you wouldn't be comfortable with your father, but she clearly was comfortable enough to accept her father into that space.
Honestly, you don't know that as well, because even after this was broadcasted, she unfollowed her father on Instagram. She couldn't make it as known that she was very uncomfortable about it until Twitter started booming her, and she started liking and related to everything that people were saying. So
Maybe
there's also a big impact on social media as well.
maybe she got into an argument with her father talking about I'm a virgin. So he said, "Yo, pull up, let me see. You talking nice, right? Pull up."
That does sound
So
like
okay,
TI.
so
You
let's
wanna
just
know.
say,
You wanna know.
so
You wanna
when
know for a
when
fact.
is it? No, I gotta get to the next question. So when do you guys think, when is it like a red light when it comes down to y'all parents and y'all privacy, invading y'all privacy?
So to us, being that we're not, well, some of us are into like full adulthood, um, I feel like it's up to us to bring that up to our parents and letting them know and having that conversation with them. Like, listen, I'm getting to this age, and I know in your head I'm always your baby, but I'm growing up now. I need my privacy. I need my space. So if you can have that conversation, not all kids can, not all children can, but if you can have that comfortable conversation with your parents, do it. Because sometimes parents want to hold our hands throughout like our whole entire lives. They want to know where we at, what we're doing, our sex life. Like, you know, they want to know so much. So once we do get to that age, I feel like maybe like 17, 18, we do have to bring that up. Because if we don't, like for T.I.'s daughter, I don't know if she's ever had that conversation with him, but it can definitely help. Like, it can definitely set the ground for moving forward into adulthood. Rather than just staying quiet and allowing our parents to just take control of our lives, we have to kind of speak up and say something like, you
That
gotta
won't work.
respect my privacy. You know what
I
I'm saying?
think-
Just a little bit. Not like, oh, mind your business, mom, mind your business, dad, like in a rude way, but like, I'm growing up. I need to have this. Let me have this. You know what I'm saying?
But how many parents say, can you hear me? I don't know, because we're not there.
Oh, look.
How many like parents say like my house, my rules?
Facts.
There are people like
I was about
I've
to say
met
that.
people who had to leave their house at 16 because they had no privacy. 18, they going through it at 24, and like you know like because you're under their house, they have in a sense they paying the bills, and even if you helping, the house is still in their name. They could walk in your room anytime they want. You know like they can ask you really any questions because you're in their house like. They have to make sure, like, whatever you doing outside is not going to interact with my way of living inside. So it's like, what's really adulthood when you're really still living with your parents? Are you still? Are you 100%
You
an
have
adult?
you have a great point. Honestly, no. I'm still a child. I still live with my mom. I'm still learning. I'm learning adulthood as we speak right now. But my thing is, I understand what she's trying to say, and also there is a time where your parent is going to have to learn that you can't hold my hand no more. Yes, you could be around, but also you have to think about people with relationships with their parents. You have to, like, some kids can speak to their parents about situations about that, and some can't. In the situation you're talking about, those are children that can't speak to their parents about their personal life, and strict parents create sneaky children.
That's
So
me.
if I can't speak to you about my personal life and you think you're gonna run me, I'm gonna do something that you already told me not to go do.
Sounds kind of personal.
Rather than the
Speak louder,
people who
child.
can open up to their parents, they're
Speak
gonna be,
louder.
Ma, all right, this happened, I'm going through this, or this is going on, can you come with me? Boom, right?
Yeah, but that's a fact though.
All right.
Has anyone in the room actually talked to their parents about stuff like this?
I talk to my
I
mom all the time,
No.
very open.
Like,
I told
you
you
mean
my
Very open.
sex?
I talked to my
Yeah,
friend.
like
Why we
Hey,
like
okay.
walking around it like we're not over 18?
No.
You just say the word.
Very
right?
open. I trust my mom that much to talk to her
Nah.
about it.
I don't
To be
really
honest,
talk to
no.
my parents about that stuff because my mom and my dad, they have brothers and sisters. You could hear the talk, like they Caribbean. You would hear it after you finish talking to them. Oh, guess what I just learned? This and that, this and that. I
Oh,
can't
and
be
they told
doing
the
that.
whole family.
Yeah, it's not happening. I'm not telling them nothing.
I feel like
But that doesn't mean I'm gonna be sneaky.
right.
Feel me?
But like parents, I don't know. I'm not a parent myself, so I don't know how it feels
Dog.
to have a child and want to protect them. But I feel like it's really up to the parents to from the beginning to have just that open conversation, like listen son, or listen daughter, if you ever have something going on in your life, if there's ever something you want to talk about, you can come to me. As a parent, you have to make your child feel comfortable enough to tell you things, because instead of you being so strict, it's better for you to tell your child to let me know, so that way you can be their guidance, because we all have friends here and not all of us have like good role models as friends. Would you rather me speak to someone who's gone down this path, or would you rather me come to you and confide in you and ask you the questions, being that you're the parent? Like, you know what I'm saying? So parents, y'all gotta open your eyes. Like, I know you want to protect us, but you know what I'm saying? Give us the opportunity to come to you, for the people who have struggles or people who are going through this, like, maybe talk to your parents about that. So that's all I have to say about it.
Okay, guys. Well, I'm sorry, though.
That's why a lot of people go to your uncles and aunts and best friends. You feel me?
Yeah, I told my
Grandma.
baby.
But it's
Grandma.
not the same as going to.
Yeah, but
Parents.
they'll inform their
All
parents.
right,
and
love
the kids
guys.
already.
All right.
could give you
So
advice
we gotta
too.
get to the next topic.
Next topic.
And our next topic is social media and relationships.
Talk about
So
it.
my question to you guys is: Can social media ruin relationships?
Absolutely.
Say yes, 100%. I feel like. Anybody want to go before I speak? Go ahead.
Oh yes, I agree.
And why is that?
Why?
Yes, sir.
Just think about it, cause social media, if you put your business out there, everybody knows about it, and when everybody knows about it, it interferes with your problems, situations and stuff, including relationships with friends, family, or just anything.
You want to speak?
Nope.
In our generation, a private life is a happy life. Amen. No.
No.
Wait, hold
No,
on.
No,
it's
it,
not.
it depends what it
No, it
is.
doesn't. Because in a relationship,
Art?
if someone is two people in a relationship and they want to keep it private, now what if they want to keep it private so they can do dirt?
But my thing
Okay,
is, okay,
first
wait,
of
wait,
all, why
wait.
would you
What
even
is
get
the
in a
difference
relationship if you're doing
between
dirt?
being low key and being
They do
private?
that. People make it public and do dirt.
What is
generation
the
does-
difference
y'all
between
not
low key and private to you guys? What is y'all definition?
Low key is a secret, and private, someone else do that.
Private is like everyone knows, but you guys are choosing to not show everything.
Yeah, it's
Broadcast it.
I can't even talk.
Private, like she said, is like being like, I don't know how to really
Yeah,
explain
you
it. Like,
Do
explain
you guys
it.
think y'all would post? Would y'all post your partner on social media?
yeah,
Yes,
it's like
post
being
the
private
Why
but
would
not
you
being
guys do that?
secret. It's like being private but not being secret.
You want to show off what you're proud of.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's what it is, Like everybody does that. If
It takes
about to get
time, though.
married, you're gonna show off your ring.
It takes
or whatever.
time, though.
You're
Some
So
gonna
people-
show
what if
off
what if you
some people
guys
post it.
what if your partner is insecure about themselves and you don't post
my
them?
God,
How
that
would y'all
is
feel
so-
about it?
That's
You
me,
have to
right?
have a conversation
I mean,
with your partner.
Repeat the
What?
question. Repeat
If
the question.
I'm in a relationship,
Repeat
and
the
my-
question.
Yeah.
All right. So let's just say you guys agreed on having a relationship that's private, right? Your partner wants to be posted, but you don't want to post your partner. How would you guys react to that?
you want to post your partner though? Just
Yeah, but
just cause.
would you agree on to posting your partner even though you guys are supposed to be having a private relationship?
If both parties agree to have a private relationship and now you're switching up saying I want to be posted, there's the problem right there. We don't even have to go further. If me and you sit down, have an agreement and say we want to have a relationship, but we want it to be private, you guys have to define, each of you, what privacy means. Like, does privacy mean you want maybe one post a month, or do you want me to tell people? Do you want me to tell parents, friends? Or do you want no parties involved? Do you want it to just be us? You know what I'm saying? So if you have a problem with not being posted, it shows a sign of immaturity to me, because is the relationship between you and your partner, or you and social media and your partner? Like, if you're agreeing to have a private relationship, keep it private.
I just want to say, honestly speaking, I'm gonna say from a guy point of view, right? Let's say you got a
Definitely
shorty,
business.
right? and you like, she be like, yo, why you don't want to post me? You cheated on me. You probably got a side, you know, you got a little thing on the side and things like that. Or it might be insecurity. Like she might feel like, oh, she not pretty enough for you to, you know, brag about on social media. So and females, they nag in your ear like, oh, why you not posting to me? You probably got, you know, other things that you know that you trying to hide in the closet and things like that. So
Yep. From a female's perspective, well, in my opinion, in my own opinion, I feel like it's a time and a place for everything. I mean, I don't ask for much. And now that I see how much social media is on people's mental and how much they let social media control their lives drastically, I really wouldn't care if my partner was to post me or not. Like, if my partner posts me, yeah, my partner will get the most affection that they could get because, wow, you really showed me. But I wouldn't beg or nag my partner to post me because, first of all, that's your social media. That's whatever you want to be broadcasted on your thing. That's your stuff. That's like me. Like, I wouldn't want to post that's like saying I have a business or something and I'm going to keep broadcasting my partner. No, it's my social media. I shouldn't have to do that. Absolutely. And plus there's a time and a place that's also, because like now females, they pour their feelings and their heart and their whole life on social media. If they get a little breakup, then they're like, oh, F this boy, this and that, this boy did me this and that. Now it's like, all right, if you felt like that, why you didn't speak to your partner about that stuff? Why you had to go on social media to go talk about that? Because now people are using social media as communication when they could just go call their partner. But people don't want to call. They want to text, and people read text messages wrong.
Or post subs.
And this is why I agree with Lizzie, because people go to social media to vent to a lot. They vent to people a lot, and that's what kills relationships and kills vibes.
I feel like a lot of people, like a lot of guys, I would say, not girls, I don't know their mindset, I'm sorry. But I feel like a lot of guys are scared to post their females because they don't want to have that, oh, you posted her, the little eyes and stuff like that. Your man's coming at you like, yo, bro, you was with that? Like, they don't want that reaction. Like, they don't want that reaction. But honestly, come on, bro, grow up. Like, come on, post your shorty, you feel me? Appreciate her.
I got something to say with that in that aspect as well.
He go first.
All right, let me break this down. If you love your partner, the definition of love that I found is like transparency. So you're able to expose your vulnerabilities. You showing unity, you like being around this person, and it's like benevolence. You want to see them do good. So if you're posting them, that means you're exposing them to everyone that sees your social media. You're showing me that this is my right hand. This is me. Yeah. Everyone that knows, everyone that was with you before, after, whatever, they're going to know you was with this person. Yeah. And it's like, it eliminates so many other issues because if your social media knows you with someone, they're not going to come at you no type of way, you know?
But the thing is, like the rate at which like relationships just dry out, I don't even see the point of posting. I personally, like, a lot of relationships don't even last that long. Maybe a couple months.
Nah, I feel like everybody wants a vibe. Like they want a
What am I
vibe.
posting you for then?
No, I hate this term vibe that everybody's using because vibe means no commitment, but you want to do relationship stuff. Like I don't understand. I really would slap the smack out of somebody if they try to play with me on some shit like that. I'm not kidding. No, I'm not kidding. I feel like because people take this term so like serious, because it's like we're doing so much stuff, and if I catch feelings, I'm in the wrong for catching feelings. And we over here going on dates. We over here spending too much time together. We communicate every day. And then for you to tell me that I'm bugging because we're in your vibe, I'm going to smack you. Like, I'm going to smack all kinds of
So
shit.
you think people are just scared of the title? That's what people are really scared about. People are scared about the title. Because like what you said, people do title things. They do girlfriend and boyfriend things. Text each other good morning, good night, go on dates. They probably going to have a 6-month date anniversary date. But the minute someone says, like, oh, who is that to you? Oh, that's just something I'm, like, messing with. Yeah. But then, like, if you was like, yo, that's my girl, and, like, someone's going to be like, oh, why'd you told them I was with you? It's like, we've been doing everything that everybody else do. Yeah. Why does Mel just get with the title? Like, and not only that, like, if we both in this little vibe, which is, like, situation, whatever. And then, but if y'all both know y'all not even talking to anybody else, what are y'all running away from? What is the difference between getting that title and then just like what really changes? You know, like
Let me
there's
say
certain
one
things
more
that
thing,
just
just
don't
one
change,
thing.
but I understand like some people don't want to label to it. But in like, I mean, in my classes, like if it doesn't have a name to it, it doesn't exist. So it's like just give it the name, and then everything really changes.
So one more thing
In my
before we
opinion.
switch topics about social media, I just want to say that social media can affect your relationship if you allow it to, if that makes sense. So if you're allowing people to have their opinions about your significant other or be in your head about certain things, then I feel like one, you shouldn't have social media to begin with, because if you're having that platform to have a partner and allowing other people to put in their negative vibes or energy towards your relationship, then you shouldn't have social media. So that's all I want to say.
Yep. So if you got toxic tendencies, you better learn them before you get into a relationship. Because if you don't love yourself, nobody gonna love you, baby. No, I gotta switch. So our very last topic today is the life between adulthood versus college life. So y'all feel pressured on becoming successful after this?
Yep.
No.
All right. So describe what pressures y'all more: friends, family, yourself. Like, explain it to me. Somebody grab the mic.
Bills.
I feel like
That's
everybody
adulthood
does.
right there.
Everybody that's around me.
Why you say that? Why you say that?
I say that because the people around you is the people who you're gonna like become. Like if people is around you that's successful, well, I'm not saying like that. Like what I'm basically, yeah, that's gonna have an influence.
Show me
Yeah.
your 5 friends, I can show you. who
No,
you
I'm
are.
saying like
about
people's
it.
around
See,
you is
your
gonna be like
friends,
good influence.
I know who you
It's
are.
gonna put you on the right
Bro,
path
that's
to
a
do
fact. Your
something
friends
in life.
To a certain
Your friends, like if
extent.
you around business owners.
Yeah. That's what I was trying to say.
Exactly.
Whoa, wait. You telling me that you could describe? Wait,
To a certain
hold on. So
Burger.
So I said describe the pressures of you, like the group. Since we spoke about friends, I guess.
Oh, you're talking about your friends.
Yeah,
You say
Boom.
your friends
Yes.
influence you, and you gotta be careful about who you.
Yeah, who you chill with. Yeah, who you
Mhm.
associate
Then I
with.
said people that you associate with is a reflection of you, though. Don't you? This is what I think.
first off, no, I have delinquent friends, right? I could put 5. You're gonna tell me that you know what I'm gonna become just because I hang out with them?
I known Dub for 2-3 semesters. He is definitely a airhead.
I
So
don't know what that mean, but we about to.
Mm.
So talk to me.
One might think you're the delinquent because you chose to associate with delinquents.
That's like
no.
This is being him. Let me.
Wait, no,
It might be a
wait. I
reflection
wanna.
of you. I'm
No,
not
no,
saying
wait.
it's me.
Because my friends are the most craziest people I ever met, and if you meet me, I am one of the most humble, sweet, loving person I ever met. I'm not capping though. Listen.
Wait, hold on.
I am really one of those people that you could come to. It's because you be doing 10 months to me. So like, come on now, bro.
Y'all going personal now.
But anyway, but like I was saying, like if you see my friends compared to me, I'm the sweetest one out of the group. Like you could come to me, speak to me whenever you want to. Like I will comfort you. I'm one of those people that'll give you a hug just because I want to give you a hug.
That's not what we're saying though. We're saying like
I'm a hothead, but I'm a sweetheart.
I'm saying like if you surround yourself with certain kind of people, you tend
Give
to
an
grab a lot of. Okay, if you surround yourself with people that don't care about school, I mean, there's some people that can break the veil or something, like step away from that. But if you surround yourself with people that don't care about school, who are not like their mind just doesn't.
That's not true because one of my friends don't care about school
And
yeah,
you care
I do
about
what I
school?
have to
Wait.
do. I care about school. I
Alright,
do what I
so-
have to do.
No. But do you get, I'm saying like if you surround yourself with people that don't do no work, you're more. All right.
You're more
If you surround
prone to not
if you
do
surround
work,
yourself
but
with
you're
people,
not
if you
gonna
surround
do
yourself with
Can I
people
ring the bell?
if you surround yourself with people who are like they're
Educated, like what?
yeah, inclined to
okay.
like that kind of education and stuff. They're ambitious and all of that. Their proclivity, whatever. But that's the kind of person.
From them and do
Exactly,
what
but you're not listening to what I'm saying. But if you're amongst those kind of people and that's where their mind is, it influences
No,
who
he
you
does
are.
not all the time.
You
Yeah,
ever
let him talk.
You ever see people that's in jail? They always say the same thing. Like,
You
I was around the wrong crowd. Drug
Yeah.
addicts, I was around the wrong
If
crowd.
you put yourself in a certain kind of
Yeah.
environment, your environment has an effect on who you will become. That's a fact. You
No, it
cannot,
doesn't.
No, it
I'm
doesn't.
sorry.
Not for me.
He's
Maybe
not
you.
saying-
He's not saying where you
He's
live.
not saying that the environment defines you. He's saying that the environment has an influence on you,
An
whether
effect,
that's a good
adverse
thing
effect
or a
on
bad
you.
thing. So it's not gonna define you fully, but it is gonna have an impact on your life. Because if you have friends, if majority of your friends, let's say, smoke, drink, and like to party, and those are your only friends, are you telling me every time they have a link up, you're not gonna go? You know what I'm saying? So it's kind of like,
How are
Then
they
you're
your
not gonna have
friends
friends.
then?
yeah.
Yeah,
Look,
they're
look,
not
look,
really-
look.
yeah.
You surround
You don't
yourself
have
with
to
people
do
that
what
you.
they're doing.
How are you?
so-
Why would you surround
Why
yourself
would
with
you
people
put
that you
yourself
have
around that?
nothing?
Okay,
In
so
common
what?
with.
It's like you're
then?
getting-
So what?
That makes no
So
sense.
what?
Your
You
friends
hang out
are-
with people that you don't have in common.
all the people that you hang out with, all they do is party, smoke, and drink.
Okay.
How are they your friends? That
All
makes
right.
no sense.
So, guys, I just want to. All right. So, our topic. So we kind of got off a little topic. You feel me? Because we talking about adulthood versus like college student kind of stuff.
Yeah, but
So,
that's
so
fine.
how can school, like, what do you think puts more pressure on y'all? School, y'all families, or y'all can combine the two? Like, what is y'all?
I say family, man. It depends on your your culture, like where you from and things like that. For example, if you're African, everybody expects you to become successful. It's like that's not a choice. If you don't succeed, you're a disgrace, and nobody's really like you don't want to bring shame. You don't want to bring shame to the family. So that alone is like a big pressure, and you don't really have a choice of what you want to become. It's like it's everything lined up. You want to be a doctor or a lawyer or an engineer, or a nurse or something. You don't really have a choice, and it's a bad thing and a good thing too, cause that puts like when you accomplish great things, you feel good about yourself. Like you be like, dang, I should
But once you fail, it's just like
I'm in
Yeah.
trouble. I'm in
Well,
trouble.
You're not gonna.
But like that's
Downhill.
yeah, but that's a lot of that's one thing. I feel like adulthood is like once you graduate and you most of the people that you call your friends is not really gonna be your friends no more. Cause
That's just like high school.
you in the real world, cause you gonna try to fight for whatever career field you're going to. You want to be a doctor, you gotta go to medical school, and you want to focus on your career. And you might have like 5 people you call your friends. That might drop to like 2 person, or like just one person, and you might end up starting a family, and that could be like your new friends, your family, your kids, your wife, whatever the case might be. So that's just my intake.
So family.
Yeah,
So
feel
the
family.
like-
biggest pressure.
Yeah.
Once you hit a certain age, it becomes both. Like, just because, in a sense, like, your college life is connected to your adulthood. So, and it's like, they're so intertwined that, like, you really cannot separate both. To me personally, like, around when you're, like, either, like, 18 and 19, like, also it depends on, like, how you live. Like, me personally, I don't live with parents. Like, ever since, like, I started college, like, I had to, like, support myself. So to be honest, like, just adulthood and like college life was both, because I have to like worry about a job, then I gotta do school, then I have a social life, I have my own personal life, so I gotta learn how to balance all that just to make it work. And if I don't do good in school, my adult life will suffer. You know that, like,
Yeah.
because now, like, yeah, I can do work, I can go to work, and probably like just make it, but like if I do well in school, and hopefully get a degree, get a good paycheck, get a well-paying job so I can make my life easier. I just see like it's both, it's connected. You're adult. That's why like when you're 18, like you're considered an adult.
Yeah.
Because like I guess because we just been so accustomed to being into school that we call each other kids, but I mean we're really not. We can vote. We can go to adult jail. We're not children.
Yeah.
Our parents see us as that, but in the reality, we're not. We're doing adult things. Like some people got to pay their own tuition and stuff. Like,
That's serious.
That's how I see it.
For me, it was like, my parents gave me. I'm African too. My parents gave me they gave me the space to like realize that I want it for myself. Like there's nobody who I want it for. Like my friends may not be there. There's a lot of people I called my brothers back in the day that's not there no more. Like these people are not gonna be there. And as for my family, at a point I was doing it for my family, but I had to break it down, like come all the way down and think like, why do I really want this? So I can't jump into something that I'm gonna do for the rest of my life because my family said they wanted me to do. I had to do something that I'm passionate about, that I love to do. So I had to find out for myself, and when I found out for myself and I found that why, it motivated me to want more. That's it for me.
I feel like in my own world, adulthood and school life, like it's like my physical health, my mental health, my social life, me as a whole person, it's overwhelming. Like, it's very overwhelming because not only do I go to school, I go to work. And if, like, throughout my week, I barely get to see my family. Like, it bothers me so much because I'm such a family person. Like, I love my family, like to the T. You see me at home, I'm in everybody's face. I want to, like, just play with everybody. Like, I don't know. But, like, I started, like, getting very overwhelmed because I don't see my mom when she come home from work. And when I get home from school, my mom sleep. I go to work. I see my mom 5 seconds before I go to work. Come home, my mom sleep. Everybody sleep. Everybody, and then when I get up, nobody's there. Everybody's at school. Like, it's kind of, it's like bothering me in a way. And with my social life as well, it makes me want to be very distant. And I try to, like, explain this to my friends. Like, listen, it's not you. It's not you. It's literally me because I don't know how to connect as much as I want to anymore. And then plus my mental health is not okay. So I have to teach myself, okay, what can I do to make sure I'm okay? Because if I'm not okay, then I'm going to just mess everybody up. And that is very possible that you can hurt someone without really knowing that you're hurting them. And I don't want that to happen to anybody. Also, like, schoolwork. I swear to God, y'all college professors is killing me. Like, I don't know what in y'all God-picking minds to think to give us 10 tests a week, papers 10, 8. Like, y'all making my head hurt. Like, calm down. Because y'all giving me a topic that I can't even explain, and then y'all talk about no plagiarism. Like, slow down. Slow down. Slow down. Like,
Can't forget that.
like,
You don't
I
teach.
like, honestly, and then y'all want to be, and then, like, it's upsetting because college professors, they be like, oh, you could come talk to me, blah, blah, blah. Okay, but then here's this. I understand I signed up for college. Yes, I understand I'm an adult now, but stuff happens. I'm human. You're human. If I'm absent more than 4 times, it's not because I want to be. Sometimes, yeah, but majority of the times, no, because it's limited. But y'all also have to remember, we are just starting a new life as well. Yes, y'all don't have our backs like high school did, but y'all also got to remember, we learning this stuff. This is new to us. And not only that, y'all been there, done that. Like, y'all chose. I don't understand how y'all could sit in front of 200 people and sign 10 freaking papers. Like, y'all head don't hurt. Like, come on now. Like, are y'all serious? Like, we put money into this, and it seems like it's a scam because we get nowhere. We got an F. We got to pay for the class. Like, come on now. How does that work? Like, y'all couldn't give me a little juice? Like, come on. Go ahead.
Because you know you saying that. Do you think maybe our parents, or maybe it says, you think they put too much emphasis on college? There's trade schools. There's a whole lot of things.
Yes, I feel
that can
like.
make your life easier without going.
Yes,
to college.
and there's millionaires out there who didn't even touch college. All they had to do was put $1 in something and invest in that, and they got big businesses. Like me, I tell a lot of people, I'm only in college for the reason that I just want to open up a daycare. I don't really necessarily need a degree for my daycare. It's just good. It's just a good look on if somebody was to bring their kid to my daycare and they see I got a degree in sociology or psychology or social work, so that they see that I have some kind of interest in what I wanted to do. Because all you need for a daycare is a license, a certificate, and you can just go there. That's it. I take passion into what I do. And that's why I tell people a lot. Like, yes, I'm a college student, but damn, I'm a whole human being. Like, how can you manage so much stuff and then at the end of the day they expect you to be okay? Hell no. Hell no. No. Then they want to be like WUs, and then you got to worry about going to every class after that, because if you don't go to the next class, damn, what if I have a family emergency? What, you going to kick me out the class? Hell no. Are you kidding me? Like, y'all not human as well? Like, come on, this college life, it ain't it, but damn.
You feel like you can't keep up with the workload, or
No,
they just
I could keep up. Don't get me wrong. Shit, I then wrote 2 papers, 8 pages today. Handed that shit in and watch me get a B on it.
What's the problem?
My thing is, you don't have time for myself. let's just
She did 2 8 pages in one day.
Listen.
Can you do my paper?
listen. My thing is, I don't have time to myself. I get home from school, I'm tired. Then next thing you know, I gotta wake up and go to work. Then the next thing you know, I'm tired from work. So when do I actually have time for myself? And then if I try to go explain to a teacher, their thing is, oh, you're okay, you're okay, you're okay, you're okay. But then if you keep going, they're gonna be like, sorry, well, if you miss this, if you do that, then you're gonna fail this. You can't do that, then you're gonna do this. How can you manage?
Balance. I don't know. Find a balance.
Can I say something?
Balancing college life, your social life, your relationship with your boyfriend, girlfriend, family, it takes a toll on your mental health with everything that she just said. I feel like college professors forget that they were once in college sometimes. Some of them do remember, so they'll cut you some slack, but some of them kind of forget that we're juggling so much that mental health should have been a topic, but that is really, really important for life. I feel like a lot of us forget that too. But based on everything she just said, it's a lot. It's a lot on our brains, so it's difficult. And going back to the whole who gives us pressure more, I feel like it's a balance between family and ourselves. Sometimes we grow up in poverty and we see our families struggle. We see our dad working 3 jobs, mom has several jobs, hours, coming home, not seeing our parents, waking up, not seeing them. It also kind of gives yourself pressure to want to do better, to want to get through everything that she just said. So through the midst of that, for me, what helps me in my mental health is knowing that my parents fought so hard and worked so hard for me to get somewhere. Even though they do put that emphasis on college, that's all Caribbean parents know, being that I'm Caribbean. They come from the island. They don't have those opportunities. So when they come here, they see people going to college and people succeeding. So that's all they know. That's why they put so much pressure on us to go to school. Oh, you see so and so, they went to school. Now look at them. They're a doctor. You see so and so, they went to school. They're a lawyer. They're making money. They have a house. They have a good life. That's what I want for you as my child. But then they forget that sometimes. It's a lot of pressure on our mental health.
He's gonna speak, and then we're gonna wrap this up. He's gonna speak.
So, yup, I do agree with you on that. Family do expect a lot from us. And also, we're like, school is not, I wouldn't say school is not important, but school is just something like when we just get a degree, it's just something to look good on our profile. We don't really need school, so that's why it puts a lot of stress on us. And also, family puts a lot of stress on us too, because they expect us to go to school. That's something that we was like raised on, and I guess it's because what they didn't have in life, they want us to have, and they want us to have better. But that's something that we just don't, want.
Okay.
Parents live their lives through us.
Yeah.
So we're gonna wrap this up. Everybody say one thing on being a PSA. Everybody look at the cameras. Let the cameras know. Well, the people know what y'all think. Only one thing. Well, a strong opinion y'all have about college life and an adult life.
I just want to elaborate on what you said.
No, you got to say one thing. Oh, you good? He's good? Go ahead.
All right,
Go ahead.
listen,
Good.
you said we don't need school, right?
Yeah.
I actually disagree with that. You might not need school in America, but once you leave this country, you're going to understand the importance of education, the value that you might go to a different country and you might have a degree, a master's degree, and you can easily get a job in the government and make 3 times more money than you're making in America at that same position compared to you going to that country and not having a degree, and people won't even, they will look at you like you're garbage, like you're dirt. Like, how you come from America and you don't have nothing to bring here? So like people that's from like foreigners, we've in our country, education is like you having gold, because in that particular country, only the people that have money can take, send their kids to school or, provide for their kids. And we all know like the rich is always educated, but in America, I feel like a poor man can become rich because there's a lot of opportunities. That's why most of our parents that's from foreign country never had that opportunity to, get that education that they value so much in their culture. And that's why they push us and expect, like, listen, back home, we didn't have the opportunity to go to school for free. Like, if your parents didn't have money to pay for your tuition, you're not going to school. And now in America, it's free education. And that's why they get so pissed off that we don't take advantage of the opportunity they never had back in their country. So I strongly disagree with you on that.
Okay.
One thing.
Guys, we got to wrap this up, baby.
You said one thing.
We got to wrap. Go ahead. Make us a PSA.
All I'm gonna say is the one thing that's helped me get through the struggles and push on. I know the political and religious kind of place that we're at right now, but I feel like one of the things that really helped me get through all of this is God. Like, can't really do nothing without him. I can't front.
Amen. Amen.
All right. What's your public service announcement to the people?
Like school and adulthood.
Well, everything we talked about.
Oh, well, just keep moving forward. You just can't look back, to be honest. That's really what it is. You got to just know what you want in life. And I feel like that's one of the hardest things about life is just knowing what you want at the end of the day. Do you want money? Why do you want money? How are you going to get that money? What are you going to use that money for? You know, we always want to be successful, but how we going to get there? What we going to do to get there? How we going to get there? And that's one of the hardest parts about college life and adulthood. Is sometimes we need to just sit back and just figure out ourselves and just figure out what we just need in life and what we want from life. That's it, you know. Stay cool, you know.
So basically, find a mindset.
Go.
Sorry.
My PSA, I just want to let everyone know, whoever's watching this, that everyone has a purpose. Find your purpose and don't allow people to change that, whether it's your parents, friends, or whatever, and just keep pushing forward like everyone else has been saying.
My PSA is, as hard life could get, whether it's your parents, whether it's your relationship, whether it's school or adult life, stay humble. Be humble, because there's people out there who isn't humble, and I will smack you.
What?
You're done.
There's people out there that's just as spiteful, and they're not very real as they seem to be. So if you stay humble, life will be humble to you. That's it.
PSA: live your best life. Have fun before it's too late. Yeah.
That's dope. Sounds
Like all I just
Please
gotta
don't say
say.
a paragraph.
Nah. All I just gotta say is one word: gains. That's it. Gains. That's all.
Can you kind of elaborate?
All right. Nah, what I mean by gains is like just live your life, try to gain a lot of experience, and try to find what you want to do in life. That's it.
Yeah, PSA education is important.
My PSA is that this world is ours. We as the youth, we're gonna take over the world. So you gotta take that responsibility strong.
Respectfully.
Word.
Exactly.
by we, you mean like
No, all.
All right, so that is it for the CM chat. I hope you guys enjoyed watching.
Bye. Ew, you said.
I ain't know what to do.
Yo, guys. Everyone grab a table and put it in the bag.
You just gave me a topic for the next time, guys.